Mr. Whatsit, also known as Henry Creel, also known as One, also known as Vecna, and now also known as my big fat crush, Jamie Campbell Bower. So I'm currently on my second rewatch of Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1. And no spoilers here if you aren't caught up, but just a theory. I have a feeling we're at the very least going to be feeling all the feels for Henry Creel in the next volume. A little redemption arc of sorts. I started this sculpt with the head, trying to capture Jamie's icy blue eyes. Gave his face some color so we don't confuse him with his Twilight vampire, Caius. I used soft pastels to paint on his eyebrows. I baked the head and got to work on the body. And that's a sentence only a sculptor should ever say. I got started on his vintage-looking circa 1959 leather shoes. He's creepy but very dapper. More soft pastels for a more realistic leather look. And then he's wearing these very pleated tweed pants, so I had to leave some space to make sure to be able to get the pleats in there. Fitting to have so many wrinkles in his pants, since Mr. Whatsit is actually a fictional character from the book, A Wrinkle in Time. So here, I didn't want to add a full shirt because he has so many layers and adding too much clay would make him look larger than he actually is. Jamie is tall, but pretty slight. So we've got the shirt, the tie, the vest with lapels, and the buttons, of course. While Vecna has his grandfather clock, Mr. Whatsit has a pocket watch. There's so much symbolism tied to the whole clock thing with this character. Very fitting for his new alter ego to be keeping time to. I made his pockets and then almost missed this detail, the pocket square. Good thing I went back in for a second watch, right? It's the little details that really bring these figures to life. Slid the head on so I could put the final lapels on the suit. Since he's wearing a hat, I didn't worry about adding hair to his entire head. I used soft pastels once again to darken up the blonde hair. Making the hat was tricky. It took me several attempts, 3 to be lying, 4 to be honest. I marbled transparent clay with brown and orange for the frames of his glasses. Adhered the glasses with some Sculpey adhesive, and don't let the edit fool you, this took me a while to get right. And our old-timey, creepy villain was ready for the oven. Next up, Vecna's grandfather clock. Cut all of the pieces on my Dremel motosaw. I cut the 45-degree angles with a handsaw though. Applied some Behr pre-stain, first time using this product, and I think it worked really well. Also used a Behr water-based stain. I'm not sponsored by them, just thought I'd mention the product if that's helpful to anyone. I actually thought they were a Canadian company, but nope, American. Would love to hear what you use, brands, gels, water-based. Please let me know in the comments. I've always struggled to find a stain that I like. This was good though, dried really fast, and then I super glued all of the clock parts together. Believe it or not, I used lollipop sticks for these posts. Made of paper, but it took the stain pretty well. Overall, I think I added 3 coats of stain. Next, I painted the gold pieces on the posts. Added some bracelet beads for the post toppers and painted those. Oh, and that final wooden piece on the top too. I printed the clock face and added thick acetate for the glass. I made a pendulum and weight shells with some gold clay and attached those to a beaded necklace. Glued some coffee stir sticks to a wooden base to give it a hardwood floor look. I wanted a vintage look for this one. He's done and ready to go home to the Creel house. Ooh, I should make the Creel house next. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Really appreciate it.